here tonight with Muleshoe Offensive Coordinator Wes Wood. Now, Wes, first of all, congrats on the hot start to the season. You've got to be feeling pretty good about things at this point, right?
Well, we're not undefeated, but yeah, we feel pretty good. 4-1, we've had a really rough pre-district schedule, and we played some really good teams. Credit to them, and we're 4-1 right now. We're pretty healthy, and so we're feeling pretty good.
Now, like you said, you guys are 4-1 and climbing the rankings going into your district opener Friday against River Road. But with all the excitement and all the talk, what is the mentality like in the locker room right now?
Well, the biggest thing at this point in the season, especially coming off of an off week, you want to make sure that the guys stay focused. Of course, everyone's kind of hyped up with all the wins and the big win over Kermit and that sort of thing. And you know, it's good. It's good community excitement. It's good team excitement, and it's even good for the coaches, excitement-wise. But what's really important is that we kind of keep our sights focused on the next team. Some people come up and ask about, you know, Littlefield. They come up and ask about Dimmitt 4-1. They come up and ask about what's Childress going to look like and things like that. And to be honest, you can't look that far ahead. We take it week by week. We play River Road this week, and so that's all we're focused on.
So now, as offensive coordinator, you got to be pretty excited about the way your offense is rolling right now. But your quarterback, Danny Campos, he's racking up the honors, including the Fort Bill Tough Player of the Week award. Now he has just under 2,000 total yards passing right now, 19 touchdowns. What do you think of the way this guy's playing right now?
Danny, he's doing such a great job right now. He makes us proud every single week. You know, he's the type of kid that he could have a bad game and you're still going to love him, still be proud of him. He's such a good guy. Everybody loves him. He comes in with a smile, ready to work. He's a really smart kid. And the thing about him is he's the type of kid, he doesn't even take any of those honors on himself. He's not self-centered at all. And, you know, he does a really great job of giving the glory to his team. All the attributes that you really want in a good leader, a good quarterback, he has. And what I'm most impressed by is his leadership after coming off of last season, because he actually got injured. He got injured, and we had Keegan Gonzalez finish out our season last year at quarterback position. He had a high ankle sprain, and he come back, and he was just hitting on all cylinders. You could tell he really wanted that position, and you could tell that that's where he needed to be, that's where he wanted to be. And he took that spot, he ran with it, all the guys responded great, and we couldn't ask for a better performance from him thus far.
Now, like you said, you guys' only loss was from Sweetwater, an incredible and highly ranked team right now. But that had to be a tough one to take. But the game that I want to hear about is the Seagraves game. Now, the Mules took it 39-36, but how did you guys pull that one out in the end?
It was kind of a last-minute decision. All credit to Seagraves again. They're a great squad. We really felt like we kind of let a couple things slip away. We felt like we had them in a hole and we let them back into the game. But you know, like I said, credit them. They're a great team, great coached, and they came back. They ended up tying the game up, and we actually turned the ball over to them, which was a little bit nerve-wracking. But they weren't able to drive the ball down and score. We actually held them, got the ball back, and we drove down with, I think it was less than a minute. I can't remember exactly, but we drove down, and turn of events, after about 4 or 5 plays throwing a shot towards the end zone for a touchdown, we ended up ending the game on a penalty. We threw a fade ball. One of our guys was held up a little bit, pass interference in the end zone, which scooted us up a little bit from where we were, and we were going to take another shot towards the end zone, but we decided, hey, let's give our kicker a shot. Now, the thing that was so crazy about it is our other kicker, our main kicker, our starting kicker, he had actually left the team earlier that week on a Monday. So we had open tryouts on Tuesday, didn't really have a kicker, and last minute decision, I heard somebody up in the box say, I think it was Coach White, he says, would you consider kicking a field goal? And I really hadn't. And I said, well, what can we lose, you know? If he misses it, we go to overtime. So I looked out, saw my dad, Coach Wood, and I said, Coach Wood, would you consider a field goal? And he did the same thing. He hadn't considered it. He paused for about 10 seconds, kind of looked back and forth for a while, and then he goes, field goal, field goal. And everybody around the field. And, man, he just hit it like he'd done it 1,000 times. He stepped up there, and he's not a real loud kid. He's kind of quiet and never would have expected it, to be honest. He just booted it straight through, so it was a great win.
All right, well, more importantly, what I want to know is, what's it like going to work every day with your dad?
It's a question I get a lot, actually. It's very bittersweet. I don't know. A lot of people say, you know, is it hard? Because, you know, it's your dad, and you're going to butt heads every now and then, which I'm not saying we don't, we do. But it's kind of a dream come true. I never would have ever thought it would have been as great as it is. I came to Muleshoe on an internship because we actually had a coach leave, and I got hired on. I had math, and I was going to do my student teaching there where they needed a math teacher and a coach, so I jumped right back into Muleshoe after college ball, and it was not planned that way, but it ended up working out. And this is now my 3rd season here at Muleshoe, coaching under him. And not only is he, you know, probably the best coach that I've ever known. I've learned everything from him as far as the game goes, but he's also probably the best guy I know. If I can be half the guy he is, then I got something going. It's great. He's funny. I pick on him a little bit, you know, but that's what sons are supposed to do. Like he'll tell you that I'm a young guy and that I really haven't seen coaches butt heads the way that they do sometimes, but you know, every now and then we'll have a disagreement on a play or we'll discuss something a little bit longer, but for the most part it's great going to work with him. I really can't thank God enough for putting me in this situation. It's pretty outstanding. So
now, when I talked to your dad earlier, he was stressing the importance of you guys really just taking it one game at a time right now.
Right.
But you know the talk is that the Mules have potential to contend for a state title this year. Now, you won one playing at Muleshoe in high school. What would it be like to be back here at Muleshoe as a coach and win one?
That's something that, you know, it's priceless, as one of the commercials would say. If that ended up happening, it'd be more than a dream come true. It'd be a fairy tale story, you know. And don't get me wrong, I want it to happen. Like you said, we try not to look too far into the future. But there is that potential. Now, potential is a very, very scary word. We tell our kids all the time, potential is so scary because potential is something that, you know, if you get a big head on any type of success, or if you slip up and don't focus hard enough on somebody that you think you probably should beat, it can end the road short. And we definitely have our sights set on that future, but we have to be very careful. Like we all discussed countless times here and there, we got to make sure and focus on the game in front of us, you know, and things will take care of themselves. My state year, it was kind of ironic. I never really, of course we wanted to win state, but I never really thought about state. I always just thought about the next game. And we talked about it all the time growing up, but once it actually got to the season, we hardly ever talked about it really. It always was just the next game. It always was. And I think that's kind of what's crossed over from year to year, is our players, they talk about it early in the season, and especially throughout 2 days, but then once we get into the season, we really try hard to focus on the next game, because if we don't get better that game, then we're never going to get to that state game. So hopefully we can get there, but River Road right now.
All right, well, thanks for being here with me tonight, Coach, and good luck this season.
Thank you very much.